Wayne Carini is famous for restoring classic cars and stars on his TV show, Chasing Classic Cars. He has built a solid reputation as one of the most trusted car restorers. Despite his fame and skill, things took a turn when legal issues and scandals suddenly appeared in Wayne's life. What does it mean when someone's reputation is at risk? Let's see what really happened to Wayne and how his TV show got caught up in the chaos. Wayne was born on October 13th, 1951, in Portland, Connecticut. From a young age, he was around cars because his father, Robert Bob Carini, owned a shop that fixed and restored American classics in Glastonbury. Growing up amidst these cars, Wayne developed a deep love for vintage vehicles. When he was just 9, he rode in a 1960 Ferrari Rosso Chiaro 250 SWB. That experience sparked his lifelong passion for Ferraris and classic cars. Working with his father was key to his future. From early on, he helped restore valuable cars like Duesenbergs, Lincolns, Packards, and Ford models. This hands-on work helped him become skilled and teach him how to carefully fix and care for these cars. His father's passion and knowledge inspired Wayne to respect and preserve these vehicles' history. This family influence made him want to keep the tradition of top-quality restorations alive. It later became the core of his work and success. After graduating from Central Connecticut State University, Wayne thought about teaching, but his love for cars pulled him back to the family shop. In 1973, he took over his father's business and made it well known for restoring classic cars. He learned how to restore Ferraris from his mentor, François Sicard. François was once a Ferrari racing mechanic and is considered one of the best Ferrari experts on the East Coast. Wayne also learned from his close friend, Luigi Cinetti Jr. Luigi's father, Luigi Cinetti Sr., won the 1949 24 Hours of Le Mans race for Ferrari and started the first Ferrari dealership in the U.S. Over time, Wayne expanded his business to work on luxury and rare cars. His clients included well-known names like David Letterman and tennis star Ivan Lendl. Wayne's reputation for careful, quality work and honesty helped him start 3 businesses in Portland, Connecticut. He owns and runs F40 Motorsports, Continental Auto, and Carini Carrozzeria. His motorsports company buys and sells vintage and classic cars. This is a dealership that specializes in rare and classic cars. The company curates a collection of vehicles that are historically important and highly sought after. It offers enthusiasts and collectors access to some of the most famous cars from automotive history. Besides selling cars, the business also provides services like appraisals, consignment, and expert advice for collectors. His other business, Continental Auto, is a repair shop that focuses on luxury and exotic cars. It is known for its skilled technicians and modern diagnostic tools. The shop works on brands like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and other high-end vehicles. The company emphasizes precision, quality, and personalized service, catering to clients who expect careful care and top expertise. Wayne's third business, Carini Carrozzeria, is a well-known restoration shop where he spends most of his time. It is famous for its craftsmanship and dedication to preserving classic and vintage cars. This workshop handles restoration projects, working closely with skilled artisans to restore rare cars to their original condition. Carini Carrozzeria combines traditional methods with modern techniques to deliver restorations that meet high standards. They source authentic parts and handcraft custom pieces, earning a good reputation among collectors. Wayne prefers restoring original cars that haven't been changed over the years. These rare vehicles often appear in car shows and are the main focus of his personal collection. At home, Wayne is not just a car expert, but also a caring husband and father. His family means everything to him. They live in a hand-built log house in the quiet countryside of Connecticut. He built the house himself years ago, putting in hours of work and care to create a cozy home filled with family memories. Outside his work and family, Wayne supports autism research and awareness. He is very committed to this cause. He spends much of his free time organizing and running car shows and events to raise money. His love of cars helps bring people together for a good cause. These events raise money for programs that help both children and adults with autism. Wayne's passion for advocacy stems from his youngest daughter, who was diagnosed with autism at an early age. Her journey has deeply affected him and sparked his desire to create positive change. He wants to improve life not only for her, but also for others in similar situations. His efforts show a father's love, patience, and strong will to help those affected by autism. He also aims to support the wider community through kindness and action. Wayne is very active in the car community and participates in many local car clubs. He often attends car shows, exhibitions, and meetups, not only to share his love for classic and collector cars, but also to inspire younger people to get involved. He believes that without youth involvement, the tradition of car collecting may fade away over time. To prevent this, he spends time mentoring and teaching young enthusiasts about the history, craft, and cultural importance of collector cars. More recently, Wayne has shifted some of his focus to helping families with children who have special needs. He works to raise awareness about how collector cars can serve as valuable assets in a special needs trust. His goal is to show families that their treasured vehicles can bring joy now and also offer long-term benefits and financial support in the future. Wayne hopes to combine his love for cars with plans that help and empower families facing special challenges. Before he started his popular TV show, Chasing Classic Cars, Wayne already made appearances on screen. He was featured in 2-hour-long specials broadcast on Discovery's HD Theater. The first was about Monterey Car Week, a famous event with shows like Pebble Beach and big car auctions. The second focused on the world's most expensive cars, giving viewers a glimpse into rare and costly vehicles. These appearances helped introduce Wayne to a wider audience and set the stage for his successful show about restoring, discovering, and sharing the stories behind classic cars. For many years, life seemed stable for Wayne. He was doing well in his career, supporting his family, and staying out of trouble. He kept a low profile and focused on his work. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. Then, out of nowhere, trouble came knocking. It didn't come quietly, but loudly and directly, forcing him to face problems he hadn't expected. Wayne's legal trouble started with what seemed like a simple deal over a rare 1934 Pierce Arrow coupe. But the real story goes back years before Wayne got involved. In 2000, an Australian collector paid $98,000 for the vehicle. The seller, Gary, was supposed to hand over the car as agreed. Instead, he illegally registered the vehicle in his own name, cheating the true buyer, Richmond, out of the car. The car stayed hidden for years, and Richmond was left without what he paid for. Fast forward to 2017. Gary, now struggling financially, decided to sell the car. Wayne, well known in the vintage car world and owner of several companies, was asked to appraise it. He didn't know the full history and estimated its value at between $110,000 and $120,000. When the car went up for sale, Wayne decided to buy it himself. But he didn't realize Gary's ownership papers were fake. Gary had forged documents to appear as the legal owner, and Wayne, trusting the sale, believed it was legit. Then, in 2018, Richmond found the vehicle. After tracking it down, he discovered it had changed hands many times. Frustrated and certain the car was his, he filed a lawsuit. Wayne, his company F40 Motorsports, and others were named as defendants. The case exposed years of shady dealings in the Pierce Arrow Coupe's history. Court records later showed Wayne had no bad intent. He truly thought the paperwork was real. Still, he was told to help pay back part of the disputed money to settle the case. This incident showed how easily trust can be broken in classic car sales. Even an expert like Wayne can get caught up in legal issues over fake documents and secret deals. Although Wayne was eventually cleared of wrongdoing, the case hurt his reputation and cast doubt on F40 Motorsports. The controversy also revealed weak spots in the vintage car market. No standard way to verify ownership, unreliable paperwork, and complicated ownership history can all cause big problems. Both collectors and dealers learned a vital lesson about the importance of due diligence in handling high-value deals. The Pierce Arrow case became a warning about how easily trust and documentation in the classic car world can be manipulated, often with damaging effects for everyone involved. In a later interview with the Hartford Courant, Wayne stressed how crucial proper paperwork is in this industry. He said, "You can't always know everything about a car's history, but you have to trust the documents." This simple truth shows that even experienced professionals can get into legal trouble if records are incomplete or unclear. One example involved a Pierce Arrow, which became part of a high-profile ownership dispute. Media coverage raised questions about Wayne's honesty, though legal rulings found no direct fault on his part. Still, public opinion was harsh, and that damage hurt his reputation in a field where trust is everything. The case revealed a bigger challenge in restoring classic cars, balancing passion with careful checks. It reminded everyone that false or incomplete records are not just legal risks. They can ruin careers built on trust. For Wayne, it was a hard lesson about how fragile that trust can be, even with decades of experience. The Pierce Arrow case was more than just a legal headache. It exposed how delicate the system holding the classic car scene together really is. Success depends not only on skill and knowledge, but also on proper documentation. Although the lawsuit created media attention and legal pressure, it wasn't Wayne's only problem. Another dispute arose involving a sale from his company, F40 Motorsports. This time, the issue was about selling a luxury car, a 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo, with a rare luggage set valued at around $8,800. The luggage was a key selling point for the buyer, who expected it to be included. But after delivery, the buyer found the luggage and spare key were missing. This started a long back and forth between the buyer and F40 Motorsports. On a car forum called Lamborghini Talk, The buyer said responses from the seller were slow and inconsistent. Promises to fix the issues were not kept for weeks, which made the buyer angry. Frustration grew until the buyer decided to take legal action. The case was settled out of court. The buyer eventually received the missing luggage and spare key through FedEx. Still, the whole process left a bad impression. Even though Wayne stepped in to help, the damage to his customers' trust and his reputation was already done. Although this case didn't attract as much public attention as the Pierce Arrow lawsuit, it still cast a shadow on Wayne's business. It became a warning about how vital clear communication, honest advertising, and quick customer service are, especially in the luxury and collector car world. Buyers expect perfection and accountability, and any slip-up can harm trust. This incident shows how high-end dealers face serious reputational risks. Trust and transparency are key in a market where transactions often hinge on a handshake and a promise. Even small mistakes, like forgetting an accessory, can turn into legal and PR problems if not handled quickly and professionally. This example proves how seemingly simple deals can quickly lead to big reputation hits in the world of luxury and collector cars. Wayne's legal issues went beyond financial strain, affecting everything from his operations to his partnerships and future plans. The real damage was to his reputation, something he had worked hard to build. For years, Wayne's name stood for honesty and professionalism in the classic car scene. His good name wasn't just personal, it was the foundation of his career. When news of the lawsuits spread, it threatened to ruin the trust he'd earned over decades. His reputation was at stake, and the stakes couldn't have been higher. In a field where reputation is as important as skill, the stakes were very high. A single dispute could undo years of work and damage hard-earned trust. For someone known publicly and respected among car collectors, lawsuits, even when there's no proof of wrongdoing, can create doubt. Collectors, clients, and fans may start to question their confidence. While Wayne acted honestly, the controversy over how ownership was verified sparked many worries among enthusiasts. This loss of trust can impact business, as buyers prefer to work with dealers known for honesty. The dispute also revealed weak points in Wayne's company, especially in how it handled customer service. Some satisfied customers voiced concerns online about communication issues and minor mistakes by staff. An anonymous, former client on a popular collector car forum described motorsports as trustworthy but overwhelmed. Small errors were signs of a company struggling to keep up with high demands. This criticism wasn't about Wayne's character, but showed the growing pains of a business trying to grow in a tough market. The lawsuits got less media attention, but still kept trust fragile, especially in a niche where reputation counts most. For Wayne, protecting his name meant facing problems head-on and improving procedures to stop similar issues from happening again. His challenges forced him to look closely at how his companies operated and make changes. This period showed how easily trust can be broken and how vital it is in the collector car world. Once Wayne and Motorsport resolved the issues, lingering doubts from some clients proved how high the stakes are. The legal troubles turned into a wake-up call for him and others in the industry. While disputes happen often because these cars have long histories, the attention Wayne's cases received uncovered weak spots even trusted names face. An auto law expert said these disputes highlight the importance of thorough title checks, clear communication, and solid paperwork during vehicle deals. Wayne's recent struggles are a clear example of this. Even with many years of experience and professionalism, he still faced problems that showed how easy it is for experts to miss red flags. Wayne started as a young car enthusiast working in his father's garage. His passion, skill, and love for cars helped him become well known in the collector world. Over time, he built a reputation as a skilled restorer and a trusted figure in a niche where authenticity and trust are everything. But his story also shows no one is immune to the risks of an industry that depends on trust and complicated paperwork. The legal issues Wayne faced, especially the Pierce Arrow lawsuit and the Lamborghini luggage case, highlight how a single mistake or even a small connection to wrongdoing can have serious consequences. Instead of letting these problems define him, Wayne seems committed to learning from them. His response, improving documentation, handling customer worries, and sharing what he's learned, shows he understands how important his reputation is. It also shows he knows the responsibilities that come with leading in a tough industry. In the end, Wayne's story is more than a warning. It is about bouncing back and changing for the better. Now he works to protect his legacy and make sure he is remembered for the right reasons,